Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. This is Nutrition in Plants Part 2, and the link of video of Part 1 of this chapter is given in the description box. So here we are going to learn about 5 topics which are actually it's 4 topics which are no, it's 5. First, conditions for photosynthesis, presence of chlorophyll, presence of light, availability of carbon dioxide, and availability of water. So let's start in the order. First, what are the conditions for photosynthesis? So there are some conditions that are necessary for the plant to have during photosynthesis, or if the plant is not does not have the conditions, then the plant cannot carry out photosynthesis. So let's see the conditions. First, green plants need certain conditions for photosynthesis, as I said you. Second, if these conditions are not met, photosynthesis cannot take place. We will see and learn the conditions from the next slide. So, presence of chlorophyll, this is the first condition. Chlorophyll is present in the leaves in the green structure called chloroplasts. Photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast. So, given below is the picture of chlorophyll and chloroplast. So, see the picture, understand it, and let's move on to the next slide. Now, let's see the presence of light. Chlorophyll molecules absorb light energy and convert it into chemical energy. The most common source of light is sun. Plants can also carry out photosynthesis in artificial light. However, they may not get enough light to grow well. So we need mainly sunlight to make the plant carry out photosynthesis. Even though it can carry out photosynthesis in artificial light, but it may not be enough for it to carry out photosynthesis. So mainly we need sunlight for it. Let's move on to the next slide. Next, availability of water. Plants absorb water and minerals from the soil through the roots. A tissue called xylem forms continuous columns of tubes from the roots to leaves, and water is transported up through the tubes and is thus used for photosynthesis. So the black arrow marks show that the minerals are carried up, and the blue arrow show that the minerals are carried down towards the roots. So let's read out what all is there in the diagram. For the black arrows which are going up, let's read what are that. First, water and minerals are transported through the xylem. So by the black arrows that are going up shows that the water and minerals are transported up through the xylem, which helps for the photosynthesis. Next, for the blue arrows which are going towards the roots down, let's read it. Starch is transported through the phloem. So the main concept is that the xylem carries all the water and minerals up towards the leaves using the stem, and the all the starch is transported down to the roots by the phloem. So, and the main work of roots is to take in water from the soil. So let's move on to our next slide. Next, availability of carbon dioxide. So, leaves take in carbon dioxide from the air through tiny pores on their surface called stomata. Stomata are found mostly on the undersides of leaves, that means on the downsides of the leaves. Each stomata is guarded by two guard cells which help it to open and close. So the stomata shown here is open stomata, like the stomata is open and is ready to take the carbon dioxide from the air, and the closed stomata is when it doesn't need any more carbon dioxide. So the two cells inside it are the guard cells are mentioned here by the red arrows. So let's move on to our next slide to see the further conditions. Next, so finally we are done with all the conditions for this slide and for this PPT. So let's look at the quiz time. First, dash is present in the chloroplast in a plant. You will get 5 seconds to answer each question, and please pause the video if needed. Let's start. Dash is present in the chloroplast in a plant. The answer to the first question is chlorophyll. Photosynthesis takes place in dash. The time to answer this question is over and the answer is chloroplast. Chlorophyll molecules absorb dash energy and convert it into dash dash. So the time to answer this question is ended and the answer to this question is chlorophyll molecules absorb light energy and convert it into chemical energy. Fourth, plants can also carry out photosynthesis in the presence of dash light. The answer to the question is in the presence of artificial light. Fifth, plants absorb dash and dash from their dash. The time to answer this question is ended and the answer to the fifth question is plants absorb water and minerals from their roots. Sixth, a tissue called dash forms continuous columns of tubes from dash to dash. The time to answer this question is ended and the answer to this question is a tissue called xylem forms continuous columns of tubes from roots to leaves. If your answer is a tissue called phloem forms continuous columns of tubes from leaves to roots, then also it is correct. Seventh question. Leaves take in carbon dioxide from the air through tiny pores on their surface called dash. The answer to the seventh question is stomata. Eighth, which is the last question, let's see it. Each dash is guarded by two dash cells which help it to dash and dash. This is a very simple question. I hope you don't take much time for this question. The time is up and the answer is each stomata is guarded by two guard cells which help it to open and close. So thank you for watching the video. Please like the video, share the video and subscribe to my channel. The link of part 1 of this same chapter is given in the description and all the other links of part 3 and part 4 will also be given in the description. Bye and thank you.